Okay, so we're back here at the tool room. I put in a floor so that you can better see what the actual player room will look like. This is your question bin of just the various things. This is your input. It drops down through the item filter over here, gets filtered out. This is your memory, and I think here is what you were talking about the top array. The memory is actually split off into top and bottom here. The lower half, this line is also all the answer memories, just for a different corresponding question. Have them labeled on this side. But it just alternates so that it'll be easier to work with the wiring and you have more spacing options. But what I need to do is, from the memory, it checks which question is asked because each question will get a different answer. And then from over here now, we have it checking which tool is active. So by default, it's set to red tool. And you get down here to the end, and this is an inverter to say, okay, now pink tool is active. And then the same thing down here, you just have a different inverter that would need to be hooked up. This is not finished. But there's that, and then what happens is it needs to check which tool is active, and every question gets answers. So if red tool is asked a pink tool specific question, it would instead say, like, pink tool has a specific question, I love you new maker, and why. Or why, and then separate, the second time you ask any question, it says I love you new maker. It's a special clause. Pink tool's 2 questions. Red tool gets asked any one of those questions. Who's Tiara, where's that, any of those. They'll skip over pink tool's answers and then just go straight to the I don't know down here, which then will get filtered out and spat up to the player. Pink tool needs to also be able to take an input from any question, and that's where the trick is we need to be able to check which tool is active and which question is asked, and any combination of those states, the like 13, 14 questions, and which tool is active, so 28 total possibilities, give a different set of answers. So, question asked, question stored to memory, memory checked against which tool active, if red tool active, send appropriate response. If pink tool active, it doesn't matter which question is asked. It then checks, is it the first question or second question? And that's what our little memory circuit over here does, this little T flip-flop. This is now the, well, we'll switch it here. Boom. This should be the second question here, because when it pulls back over, or no, this is the I keep forgetting. So here we go. Off is the first question, and then when it pulls back over, it will block the thing, making a powered line for your second question. And that's your memory circuit there for pink tool. Pink tool needs to then check, or this then checks the question against pink tool's memory for the output. What I'm stuck on is how to succinctly wire the if-else, because if it's just red tool, then you can just take the output straight from this blue line down to wherever the dispensers are going to drop items on to the thing there. If it's pink tool, it cannot bypass and just go straight to the answer. It needs to check the memory first. So it's some kind of NOR gate is my understanding. But we need to check both of these, and I'm trying to separate it to have some workable space between them. But that's where we're at. If it's helpful, I can also send you a copy of the world but I am playing on modded, so I'd have to send you, or you'd have to download the mod pack too. Yeah.